Welcome back, Lords Mobile fans. Thank you very much for joining me and kicking this one off with some MBK action. We have the almighty Dutch Savage coming in on this TWI player. He's offline in Monster Gear. I'm going to check for the gear spot, but even if this guy comes online, he hasn't taken enough reigns, and this is really going to hurt. 210 mil, one last check on the gear, and down to 178 mil. We get that fire burning for the first time in this video. 4.3 million losses, 3.5 million of those being reds, with 4.5 million survived. This guy had a lot of T1 down at the bottom there as well, and that really didn't help. So hoping we can see the next rally come in and get the 0 complete from Dutch Savage and all of the monsters at MBK. And MBK are actually quite a low might guild, and what is awesome about this is it means that they are able to migrate over to these newly open kingdoms, and they are able to savage everyone and anyone. Dutch has literally been rallying pretty much everyone, and he just can't seem to get capped in this kingdom. Just the fire keeps burning, and it really is beautiful. Super glad to be here. So let's have a look at this Dutch rally coming in. It is a range rally. Going to be dropping this guy down again, watching that fire burn, of course. And let's have a look down to 138 mil. That was a juicy hit. Some big losses there. 4.2 million reds, leaving only his leader and 50k ballistas behind. Absolutely crazy, and needless to say, that got snatched up. And a really wicked way to start the video. An awesome 0. And on this one, we are of course moving on to a 260 mil player, and apparently the rumour has it that this guy is a T3 and a T2 comp. We don't have his scout. We are being told by actually one of his guild mates that he has a really dodgy troop comp. So Dutch has gone ahead and set a rally. Looking at that gear as well, it's not the best of gear. Really hoping to see the fire burn here, as it's hard to trust people when they try and set you up with a target. They could have just been trying to set Dutch up to get capped, but dropping this guy down to 204 mil, this was definitely not a setup. Let's have a look at this comp. 4.3 million losses. It looks like it could be a T3. Oh my lordy, it is. Look at that troop comp. A pure T3 and a T2 troop comp. Oh, what a facepalm moment for this poor little noob. And we are hoping to get another rally in there, hoping that he doesn't come online and shield. This guy actually having a T3 and a T2 troop comp, he was never ever going to take a rally very well, despite the fact that he did have a fair bit of T2. That T3 is really not a very strong front line, nothing compared to T4. So this next range rally from Dutch is seriously going to hurt, you can imagine. It's just not good taking a rally with T3. Bless this guy's soul. As we watch that fire burn again, drop him down to 163 mils. That's an awesome drop once again. We have a PMC guy coming in for a solo, but he gets capped, which is pretty cute. A 41 million drop, a further 3 million reds. And the next hit on this guy will be absolutely juicy. A really, really crazy smack there once again from the Dutch Savage. And we are just praying, like I say, this guy doesn't come online, but unfortunately he did. He randomly relocates away, maybe not sure what's even going on. We've got a rally still set on him, and then he bubbles, of course. I'm sure he's pretty devastated. But fair play to him for making such a disgusting troop comp, and I really do wish him all the best for the future, and some great rallies by my man Dutch. Now we are going to be moving on into something a little bit different that you won't see us doing too often, but we've actually set up a little mini rally party in this kingdom. So there's 4 of us that have set a rally on this 1.1 billion might player, and we are actually on the phone, so we managed to set these rallies pretty much at exactly the same time. So it looks really cool when they all march at once, and not only that, it's pretty difficult for someone to take 4 rallies at once, especially if they are offline in familiar gear, which is what this guy is. So hoping to see a few of these rallies go in and maybe even cause some damage, maybe see the fire burn. 1 rally hits, he doesn't swap gear, and then he bubbles before any of the other ones could hit. So really crazy there. An awesome hit from Myrmidon. And it's interesting, was that guy online the whole time? Was he trying to take 1 rally in familiar gear with 122 million might in that battle? 6.6 million killed and injured troopers, really crazy. Or did he just come online late and he was really lucky, if that's the case, not to take all 4 of those rallies in familiar gear. And moving on, we are just hoping that this 597 million my player doesn't come online, and with 4 rallies set on him at 600 mil, it would be pretty awesome if he did come online and switch gear and cap them all. But I just can't see it happening. He's looking very offline in research gear, so he really needs to come online. You can imagine with 4 rallies set on you, you really need to make sure you're online in war gear, taking full reigns, and actually you're up for taking a quad. But look at that, all marching beautifully. Really cool to watch, and just hoping to see a 0 here. Now let's have a look as these all go marching in at the same time. Really brutal. I can't imagine how logging into this one feels, knowing that you were zeroed all in the space of 5 minutes. 4 rallies later, down to 432 mil. Really crazy, and Shiro comes walking home on his own, which is awesome. Let's have a look. 3 million reds there. This guy had 14.6 million troops. My man Shiro coming in with a really nice 3 million red count in his hit. And as you can see, all of the rallies playing a really vital part there. Even the first one that got capped, causing a 6.5 million killed and injured troop count. So really clearing the way for Shiro nicely, and as you can see, as I'm talking nonsense, this guy is getting soloed down. All of the troopers that are left behind now being soloed down to 374 mil. And this is the rally hit from BKH, a nice 1.9 million red count, and followed up by the beastie KYS hit, a 4.1 million reds. And that meant that 5 million troopers got soloed, which is pretty incredible. And just as they were soloing down to 0, this guy actually comes online and shields. Absolute devastation. I cannot imagine how that feels, and I really do wish him all the best. That must be pretty brutal, flicking through the reports, just actually adding up what has just happened in your head, even just trying to comprehend what's just happened. But like I said, I wish him all the best. And as you can see, we have another target. We're carpeting in. You can see 2 rallies have already hit. Shiro's now carpeting in, and we get another hit in there, down to 385 mil. And by the time that 4th rally goes carpeting in, he's actually empty, so only 3 needed on that one. And even Shiro's hit only getting a 41 million mic drop in that battle. But we got that leader, and another awesome 0 complete. Super fun running these little rally parties. So let's have a look at these reports. This is the BKH hit from Garnet, a 4.4 million red count, really lovely there. This is the KYS hit, looking like a beast with a 4.9 million reds, 63 million mic drop, leaving 1.7 million troopers for my man Shiro to come in and mop up at the end. And I have to give a big shout out to every guild, every filler that was involved in these parties, because it was absolutely awesome. We had some really good results, and leaving this guy at 385 million mic completely zeroed. And just quickly before we move on to the next target, I have to give the bringer of destruction, my gorgeous PJC, a big congratulations for hitting 1 billion kills, the absolute legend. Long may his reign of terror continue. And as you can see, our next target is 384 million mic. He's very out of gear, and he's also looking very offline. So with just 30 seconds to go until Shiro's rally is marching, we are left with the question, is this guy going to come online? Is he going to save himself? Is he going to switch into war gear maybe and actually try and take the rally? So 10 seconds to go, and he's actually receiving a leader. So to getting a level 60 leader, either his guild are just giving him that to try and make the situation a little bit better, or maybe he has actually requested a level 60, who knows. But we are seconds away from finding out, seconds away from releasing those rallies, and surely we are going to see this guy burn. It's really exciting, just waiting for these rallies to go. So there we go, 4 rallies all at once. Shiro gets the carpets, we're all carpeting in, and I don't think we hit first set, but down to 297 mil, and some more rallies hit, so it's still 297 mil. This guy really didn't have a lot of troopers, but we got quite a juicy hit, 4.4 million reds. Woo wee, that is lovely. And again, this is actually a T5 player as well. Look at that. Oh my lord. That is just absolute crazy. Going to all of that hard work to unlock those precious T5 troopers, and then carelessly logging out in nothing close to war gear. The complete opposite. really asking for it and getting dropped down 297 mil. So this is the first hit that came in from KYS, really clearing the way nicely with that 2 million red count. And like I said, that cleared the way beautifully for the almighty Shiro to come in with a savage backhand, leaving him completely zeroed, and of course I wish him all the best. Thanks for watching this one, please do hit that like and subscribe, and no doubt I will see you very soon.